Hello everyone and welcome to Mastering Adobe InDesign 2020 videos. These videos will be about my book, Mastering Adobe InDesign 2020, the roadmap from a beginner to a professional. This is me, Iman Ahmed, Adobe Certified Instructor. This book has 13 chapters divided in 5 sections. Section 1, InDesign Powerful Capabilities. And it has 3 chapters. Chapter 1, Book and Magazine Design for Non-Designers. Chapter 2, Getting Started with Adobe InDesign 2020. Chapter 3, Creating Your First Document. Section 2, the main features of a successful document setup with InDesign. And it includes 3 chapters. Chapter 4, Page Preparation and Design Implementation. Chapter 5, Coloring Your Design. And Chapter 6, Master Page for a Professional Document Structure. Section 3, Importing Files and Organizing Content. And it has 2 chapters. Chapter 7, Using InDesign Features to Organize Content. And Chapter 8, Placing and Manipulating External Files. Section 4, Enriching Your Design with Text and Tables. And it has 3 chapters. Chapter 9, Working with Text. Chapter 10, a deep dive into options for text. And Chapter 11, using tables. The last section, Section 5, advanced techniques, tips, and tricks. And it has 2 chapters. Chapter 12, InDesign advanced techniques, tips, and tricks. Chapter 13, preparing your file for printing and publishing. Chapter 1, Book and Magazine Design for Non-Designers. And this is the first chapter of the book. And it's a very important chapter. During my experience as a trainer, I found out that the main problem with my trainees was not using the Adobe InDesign application, tools, and options, but their problem was always about how to think about the design. So in this chapter, we have 6 points that we will cover with you to help you being a good designer. The first point, introduction to book and magazine design process. Number 2, how to think like a designer. Number 3, Behance.net, learning from others. Number 4, collecting your resources. Number 5, sketching your idea on paper. And the last point, getting ready to implement your design. The first point, the introduction to the book and magazine design process. It will cover 2 main points, engaging the reader and purpose-driven design. And as you can see in the diagram here, the design is not about only the technical part. Technical part is a part of the design, but the main important part, the main crucial part is the design part itself. You have to know the purpose from your design, which type of outputs you need, digital or printed. You have to think about page setup. Your design will be driven by text, photos, or a mix. And also you have to think about your design elements from text, photos, shapes, background, and colors. The second point, it's about the design process itself. So the second point, how to think like a designer. And here we will cover the creative design process and how to plan for your creative idea. So we will talk about the 5 stages of the creative design process, from understanding the purpose, research and studies, sketching using pencil and paper, then implementing your design using Adobe InDesign, and the final stage, finalize and present. This part is about Behance.net, learning from others. And Behance is a platform for creative designers. From there, you can learn a lot. In this part, we will talk about Behance, how to create your account, and how can you find your interest. Number 4, it's about collecting your resources. In this part, we will talk about value proposition canvas, from design, purpose, to creating value and having impact. Number 5, it's about sketching your design, and here you will learn about storyboarding and how can you create your storyboard or your design layout. Then the last part, which is getting ready to implement your design. Here we will ask questions, and from these questions, you can use the answers to guide you for your design. In each chapter, you will find samples and step-by-step tutorial, questions, and further reading part where you can find links to websites that will give you more information about the topics we talked about in each chapter. See you in chapter 2, getting started with Adobe InDesign 2020, and thank you.